Grief is something most people can't describe. But when Aubrey Plaza finally spoke publicly about the loss of her estranged husband, filmmaker Jeff Baena, she found words that were hauntingly vivid. She called it a giant ocean of awfulness. For the first time since his death 7 months ago, Plaza has opened up, and what she shared was raw, emotional, and deeply human. Jeff Baena, the writer and director behind films like Joshi, The Little Hours, and Horse Girl, died in January. At the age of 47, the cause was suicide, a devastating moment that left friends, family, and fans stunned. At the time, very few details were shared publicly, and Aubrey Plaza, his partner of over a decade, and his wife since 2021, remained silent as she processed the shock in private. But now, in an interview with her former Parks and Recreation co-star Amy Poehler on the Good Hang podcast, Plaza chose to speak about her grief for the very first time. And the way she described it felt like something anyone who has ever lost someone could relate to. When Poehler gently asked her how she was doing, Plaza paused. Then she said, "I think I'm okay." But she didn't stop there. She explained that grief for her feels like standing at the edge of an ocean. Sometimes she dives into it, letting herself feel the weight of the pain. Other times, she just looks at it from afar. And some days, she tries to run from it, but no matter what, it's always there. Her words are striking because they capture the unpredictability of grief. It isn't linear, doesn't go away after a certain number of months. Instead, it lingers, sometimes in the background and sometimes crashing like waves. Plaza even connected her grief to a recent movie she had watched, The Gorge, starring Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. The film is about two snipers guarding opposite sides of a deep canyon filled with monsters. Plaza admitted it was a dumb analogy, but she meant it sincerely. She said her grief feels like that gorge, a constant looming chasm that's always present, with terrifying things inside it that you can't escape. It's a metaphor that's both poetic and chilling. And coming from an actress who's often known for her sharp wit and dark humor, it reveals a side of Aubrey Plaza that the public rarely sees: vulnerable, reflective, and brutally honest. Plaza and Baena had one of Hollywood's quieter, more private relationships. They began dating in 2011, and after a decade together, they got married in 2021. Their creative lives were deeply intertwined. Baena directed Plaza in Life After Beth and The Little Hours, among other projects. But by September 2024, the two had separated. According to the Los Angeles County coroner, they were no longer together at the time of his death. Even so, the depth of their connection and history together makes his loss profoundly personal for Plaza. During the podcast, Plaza admitted that life has been a daily struggle. She said, "Overall, I'm here and I'm functioning. I feel really grateful to be moving through the world. I think I'm okay, but it's like a daily struggle, obviously." She also revealed that in the very moment of talking with Poehler, she felt happy because grief, as heavy as it is, doesn't erase moments of joy. It's complicated, it's layered, and it's a constant balancing act between remembering, hurting, and finding reasons to keep going. Today, Plaza continues working in film and television, from The White Lotus to Marvel's Agatha All Along and her latest project, Honey Don't. But even as her career moves forward, her words about grief remind us that success and personal pain often coexist. By sharing her experience, Plaza isn't just honoring Baena's memory, she's also giving voice to countless people who know what it's like to carry invisible wounds. Her description of grief as an ocean or a monster-filled gorge is powerful because it's real. And in sharing it, she's letting others know they aren't alone in their struggles. Aubrey Plaza has always been known for her deadpan humor and offbeat roles. But in this rare and vulnerable moment, she showed a different side, one defined not by comedy, but by courage. Her grief is ongoing. Her healing is imperfect. and her story is still unfolding. But if there's one thing we can take from her words, it's this: grief is messy, unpredictable, and deeply human. And even when it feels like an endless ocean of awfulness, sometimes speaking it aloud can be the first step toward finding light again.